You already know the basics. Make a to-do list. Break big tasks into small ones. Use a timer. Remove distractions. Reward yourself. You've seen every productivity hack under the sun. You've downloaded the apps. You've read the books. You've watched the motivational videos. But when it's time to actually do the thing, you freeze. You stare. You scroll. You tell yourself, just a few more minutes. You suddenly remember the laundry. You open a new tab. You check your phone. You promise yourself you'll start in 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. And then the guilt kicks in. You beat yourself up. You wonder what's wrong with you. You feel lazy, scattered, broken. But here's the truth, you're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not incapable. You're human. And your brain is trying to protect you from discomfort. Because procrastination isn't about time. It's about emotion. And the brutal cure? The one you don't want to hear? It's this: you don't need a new strategy. You need to stop waiting to feel ready. That's the real problem. We think we need motivation, inspiration, a spark. But the truth is, you won't feel ready. You won't feel confident. You won't feel focused. You'll feel fear, doubt, resistance, and a deep urge to do anything but the thing you need to do. Because procrastination is your brain saying, I don't feel safe yet. It's a survival mechanism. You procrastinate because your nervous system is wired to avoid discomfort. And discomfort doesn't just mean physical pain. It means emotional risk, mental effort, uncertainty. It's not the task that overwhelms you. It's what the task means. Fear of failure. Fear of being judged. Fear of not being good enough. So you wait. For clarity. For calm. For the right moment. But that moment never comes. Because the work doesn't get easier. You just get more emotionally tired. So what's the cure? The brutal cure is this: you move. Before you feel ready. Before it makes sense. Before it feels good. You take one tiny, messy step. You open the document. You type the first awful sentence. You sit down for 10 minutes and do something. Even if it's bad. Especially if it's bad. Because the goal isn't to be perfect. It's to build momentum. And momentum is the antidote to procrastination. Let's go deeper. Most people don't realize that procrastination is a coping mechanism. It's not about time management. It's about emotion regulation. Which means the cure isn't another planner. It's emotional tolerance. You have to learn to sit with discomfort. To feel fear, and still take action. To feel doubt, and still write the email. To feel resistance, and still press record. That's the brutal truth. The only way to get through it is through it. The people who finish books, launch businesses, build careers, they're not the most motivated. They're the most emotionally flexible. They know resistance is part of the process. They expect it. And they've trained themselves to move anyway. Here's a reframe: don't ask, how do I get rid of procrastination? Ask, how do I build tolerance for starting without certainty? How do I become the person who shows up even when I don't feel like it? The answer is simple. Brutal, but simple: you lower the bar. You kill the perfection fantasy. You create structure, not pressure. Then you show up. You write the first ugly draft. You record the first awkward take. You send the email before the wording is perfect. Because done is better than dreamed about. And each time you start, you teach your brain, this is safe. You build evidence that you can handle the discomfort. And slowly, your identity shifts. You stop being the person who waits. You become the person who moves. Not because it's easy, but because it's who you've trained yourself to be. You act first. And trust that clarity, confidence, and momentum will follow. Because they always do. So next time you feel the resistance, don't fight it. Acknowledge it. Thank it. And move anyway. Because you're not going to think your way out of procrastination. You're going to act your way out of it. That's the cure. Brutal. Simple. And powerful beyond belief.